Yo, what is up, guys? So today another trade recap. So I'm gonna just say it right off the bat. I have not been uploading as I should be. Why? Uh, I would say mainly because yes, I didn't trade Thursday and Tuesday, and one thing is that I took a bad loss Wednesday, so I didn't have any motivation to recap that. But I'll show you guys the proof that I did not trade Tuesday and Wednesday Thursday. So with that in mind, I didn't really have anything to recap, but I should have recapped Wednesday. Shame on me, but I'll recap like the rest of the days, which is kind of bad that I didn't do that. So bad, or what call it, mentality that I didn't do that. For the people that don't believe that I'm actually still funded, I still trading accounts. I'm funded, as you guys can see. I'm not capping when I say like copy trading accounts. So I actually am funded for the people that don't think I am. Another thing, like I still have this account that I got since December. I'm still trading on it, so yeah, we're doing pretty good. Risk management is doing really good. This free trades is not free trades because as you guys can see, I closed them really quickly. I was messing around with my trade sinker because I'm also trading on other prop firms. Probably same for this, as you guys can see. So yeah, one trade a day is the way. Low key, it is the way. So yeah, let's get into today's trade recap. So actually, let's look back in a couple of days. So let's just talk about the trade I took Wednesday. So this was the Monday trade, pretty good trade. Tuesday I was on the charts, but I didn't take anything. What could I have taken this Tuesday? What was happening Tuesday? What was happening Tuesday? What happened Tuesday? Loki, I don't remember what happened Tuesday. I might be geeking. Tuesday opened right here. This was New York Open. Loki, I kind of forgot what happened Tuesday. But as of right now, what I'm seeing is that. Okay, I should maybe replay this. Maybe if I replay it, I will remember. Because as of right now, I kind of geeked out. We get this. Where's this move coming from? From that high sweep. Okay. What am I seeing? 15 minute. 15 minute looks bearish. This does get respected. Oh yeah, I remember now. So Tuesday, I was not sure whether I wanted to see long or short. Why was mainly because I did see that we swept this high right here. We swept this highs, get this bearish move, and like we do respect this. So there's like two possibilities for me in this instance. Like I knew we had a massive rally since Monday, so I did kind of lean more towards shorts. Why was because I kind of wanted us to see like retest this massive gap, right? So I was basically waiting for like us either way to take a side, right? To take either longs or short. So eventually, with this candle getting printed, this candle right here, I was leaning more towards shorts after that. So and then at that point, I kind of looked for like a setup, but I didn't get one. Why is because where's the setup? I looked for this setup right here, this setup right here. It never came to the level that I wanted to get, so that was not a setup that I could have taken. Eventually, what do? We run through this, and you could have said, okay, actually did run into it. Actually was taking a 2 minute setup, but what could you have said? You could have said, okay, this setup, it could still like play out, but why I still didn't take it after like we reswept this is because you don't want to take another trade when it like already did this and then move lower when it already swept the lows, right? Only if you're like certain that it's gonna be a liquidity sweep, which we didn't get right here. It's not a liquidity sweep. We actually just closed above it. So with that, it's not a valid trade anymore. And if you have like high conviction that we're gonna move lower, what also happens is that we do sweep this low. I think. Actually, we don't. No, we don't. But we get really close. What happens if I did take the trade? You would have gotten stopped out. So yeah, and then I didn't take the trade that Tuesday. So yeah, that's basically that Tuesday. Going into Wednesday was pretty cooked. I think whole trading community got cooked up. Wednesday, why? It's because we had CPI. I did full port CPIs as well. Let's just say it didn't go well. I'm not going into details. Lost like 7 accounts I was trying to full port. So yeah, shame on me. But the reason, but the main thing what went wrong Wednesday was mainly because, okay, let's just say Wednesday I had school, but I was rushing towards school to be able to trade, right? And I realized I was rushing too much and like not taking the time to like really sit down, look at what's market doing. I came on the chart when market literally already opened, and that's already way too late. I can be like maybe I gave myself now, and that's the time when I set myself a rule. If you're not able to sit down at the chart like 15 minutes before market open, then just wait. Like if you're not sitting at your, if you don't have your setup ready 15 minutes before market open, then just don't trade market open. Wait the first 15-minute candle, take your time, and don't take a trade. That's the thing I should have done. Because why? Because market opened, and like low key, I kind of rushed this trade. Why? Is because we had this 15-minute gap right here. If I replay, start new. So market looked pretty bearish like this, right? We had like these lows that we could still sweep out right here. So I was like kind of anticipating this is data high, CPI high candle to get swept out, nice reaction, and then coming back down. What happens is we absolutely deny that, take out Asia high. What do? Asia high gets taken, and bang, this low gets taken. The low I was targeting. What would have been a better trade that I could have taken? Not gonna lie, I think this could have been one trade I could have taken betterly. Why? Is because the 15-minute close is quite a bit higher than this data high, right? We don't really get a reaction after the data high, so technically the manipulation is not placed there, so it's not taking place at that point, you could say. And how would I have taken this? Probably with the 15-minute fair value gap right on the 618, trade like this on the low, and then TP at probably Asia high. Would have been a one nice 1 to 2. Looking back on it, this would have been a way better trade. Why didn't I take it? Because yeah, I rushed. I kind of didn't know. I even was leaning more bullish than bearish that day. I don't know, still don't know why I took a short. So yeah, shame on me for taking that loss, but did learn a thing about myself that I cannot actually take trades when I'm rushing. So that's a good thing I saw about myself and realized about myself. So yeah, unfortunately I lost, but I learned another thing about myself and how I should be trading. First day, I think first day was kind of cooked. Thursday, low key. First day, also no trading day. Also no trading day for me. So what happens? Yeah, first day is literally like this, bro. How am I supposed to know whether we're gonna go long or short? Like this is kind of cooked. This is kind of cooked. So I scale down to the lower time frame. What time is this? Let's fast forward a couple more candles. The next candle is market open. So what the flippity blibbity did we do actually this day? What the hell? Oh yeah, I remember what we did this day. Okay, now I remember. So basically, why I didn't take this trade? Okay, I was leaning more short than longs, right? I did see this 5-minute setup, but there's a reason why I didn't take this. So I'll get into the reason in a second. But why I was leaning more short than bullish was more than longs was because where was it? We sweep this high, right? We swept this high right here. From that point on, we never went higher, and we didn't close this gap yet, but we were respecting this zone pretty well. But the only reason why I want to not take this short yet, but like the main draw I had was this low, was because was because we had a clear reaction from this low, right? This low got swept with that New York open candle. We tap into that 15-minute unmitigated gap right here. This gap actually it is mitigated, but like we retest that gap. And what do we get? We get a pretty good closure on this 5-minute candle that inverses this and like moves pretty higher. So with that in mind, I find it for myself too unlikely to be taking this trade this quickly into New York Open when we have like clear highs, actually not clear highs, but like a pretty good high right here that could still get manipulated. And even if I took this trade when it played out, I would have like told myself if this was a loss, I would have known exactly why. Why is because it's into New York Open, we sweep this low, price is bullish. Price could easily manipulate this high right here. So that's the main reason why I didn't take it. There's also like enough reasoning for us to even take this high, because why? We have these unmitigated gaps above there. So there was actually a reason to go to this high. So yeah, shame, actually not shame on me for not taking it, but I had to like, sometimes it just comes down to whether do you want to take a good trade or are you gonna rush a trade, right? So with that, and eventually what happens is this 1 hour close is this bearish, 4 hours close also pretty bearish, and from that point on I was targeting this 4 hour gap right here. This 4 hour gap was my next target, and we did, and from there on, yeah, we didn't really get a retrace. So what happens is that played out. What do I look for from then on? I was looking at this OTE right here. What happens is that this does not play out. This didn't play out, so as you guys can see, it didn't go there. If it did, I had my limit there, didn't play out, and eventually we do just move lower, sweep this, and yeah. So no trading day as well that day. You could have said this was the only setup, but like it was not A plus in my opinion. And then also not a trading day that day, but overall played it pretty well. When I did everything according to plan, and like I would not say I'm really picky about my trades, but I'm like filtering out bad situations where I know whether if I'm taking that trade, I know I'm gonna like be upset about myself if I took that loss. So today, such an annoying day, but this is yeah, this is it. So today I was leaning more bullish than bearish from coming in today. Why? Is because we had like all this liquidity up here. We had these relative equal highs. These were like equal highs, I would say. What do we have as well? 1 hour. We also had this previous 10 a.m. open with this unmitigated imbalance, bro. Like it was such a good, like it was a good trade to go long, right? But there was not really a setup for me to be able to take. Why I'm saying that is because there's not really a good OTE setup within here. Like if you were to drag one, bro, you would like be cooking yourself. Like these lows are cooked. You could maybe done something like this, but like I need a PD array. You could have said, okay, you have this, I don't know, demand in here, but bro, are you really gonna be taking a trade off that? Knowing this is like quite low resistance liquidity, like bro, this is quite cooked. So yeah, I did see some people take this trade. Eventually, like why I didn't take this trade is because it was not like a good OTE plus an imbalance setup for me. But what do I see happening then? We sweep this high, sweep these lows, we close even underneath those lows and filling that imbalance. We also had news at 10 a.m. but yeah. But from then on I was looking pretty bearish. Do we get a retracement? Not really. Eventually, not like really within here. Eventually, what do I see happening is that we do get a retracement and an OTE setup that I was looking at. It was that small imbalance, as you guys can see right there, that I was looking at, which aligned with that 665 level perfectly. But what I did wrong in this trade is because I'm basically drawing my, like, I would not say this high is bad, but usually I would be taking a high that like is for the whole range. This is not for the whole range. I mean, this is the candle that formed this range, but if I took this high, I would have let myself give some more room to even fill this 1 minute imbalance even more, and it could have just been an internal sweep, because why? This candle is the protected high that like really filled this whole gap and started to move lower. So that's something I did wrong today, is that a thing I've been noticing about myself is that I've been unconsciously making my TPs bigger, in a sense, and my stop loss trying to make it smaller. Why? It's purely out of greed. I wanted to get a more RR trade. I want to gain more money, and it's purely out of greed. And it's all unconsciously happening. Like I'm not really thinking about it clear why I should be doing it or why I should not be doing it. If today I didn't do this, like I did it like this, the way I should be doing it, it would have been TP. Even if I like went to my 7-1, which I would normally be trading, I would have gotten an entry, or 665. I would have also got an entry. But yeah, so that's the thing I've been unconsciously really doing. That is not really a good thing. Unfortunately, I got stopped out, and I do think it's for the better. Why I'm saying that is because this is like a wake up call to myself, saying, telling myself, yo, you're unconsciously kind of changing your rules. This is the result of it. You're kind of changing the backtest data that you've been backtesting. This is the result of what you're getting. You're not trading the win rate that I should be trading. You're trading a different like data set that you have that you don't know the win rate on, and you're trying to like how to say this, uh you're trying to make your strategy like finalize, not like finalize, but like make it more perfect, as in a sense. And I think that's like really I'm not sure if like that's bad, but that's the reason why I lost this trade. And I know if I were to take this trade like 2 weeks ago, it would have been TP. Why? It's because I would have not deviated from this high, which I did today. So that's a bad thing that happened today, and I paid the price. I literally paid the price. Got stopped out. I didn't enter on that leg. I entered on this leg right here. So yeah, unfortunately, stop loss. Am I upset about the loss? I kinda am, but I'm happy that I learned this lesson, which is like it kind of sucks, kind of stings, but yeah, it is what it is. Life moves on, and next week another week. Was right about my bias. Yeah, I don't know what to say else. Yeah, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did watch this video, I'm gonna see you guys next week. Hopefully next week's gonna be a better week. As you guys can see, I'm pretty much down 1R. I would say 1R. And yeah, that's basically today's trade recap. Hope you guys had a good trading day as well. If you guys have any if you guys have any questions, comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I will reply to everything. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week. Bye bye.